What's going on, people? Welcome to Live Palace News, and we are here for the Carabao Cup second round reaction as Palace enter as ball number 10. And we better be treating this like it's the Champions League. As always, get involved in the chat. We'll be doing a live reaction once the draw starts. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already done so. And if you're watching on replay, your thoughts in the comments down below. By then, you'll most likely know who we're drawing against. So let us know if you're happy or sad about the draw. And before we do get started, people, make sure to check out the Brentford match preview, where we do a season preview as well as a match preview. Speak to Hambo, also Patrick, who's with me here, and T as well. It was great fun recording it, so make sure to check that out as well if you haven't already done so. Patrick, Cup hype. You're a massive fan. You've been talking about the Carabao Cup like it's the Champions League. You really want this. You really want this.
As a Palace fan, this is the Champions League for us. This is the Champions League for us, no doubt. So I said it yesterday in the preview show. I want to not get to the final. I want to win the Carabao Cup this year. I know it's a big ask. I get it. I know people are going to probably be laughing, but I want to win the Carabao Cup. I'm not going to lie, because for me,
I like
of the
two
cups, of the two cups, for me, easiest to win. Now, that sounds silly because obviously last year it's been United and City and Liverpool winning it. But for me, hopefully this year we'll catch them off guard. We've got a new manager, new playing style, blah, blah, blah. We'll see. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed indeed. Fingers crossed indeed. We'll go through, of course, some of the teams that we want as well. Let us know in the chat who you want in the draw. I'm seeing a Brighton, Wimbledon. I'll give my say on it as well. I kind of done my little draft in terms of the teams I would want, even in order. The 7 teams, the 7 that I want. Millwall. Millwall, see you guys later. I mean, a few Millwalls, not Bristol City, of course, not them lot, because we're just cursed for them. Mill who says K Chambers. How are you feeling about the draw? Of course, there's a north and south split, Patrick, which I guess helps us in a way as well in terms of traveling. But some of the teams that's been there, would you want to go with like a Millwall approach and try to beat, our rivals, or where's your head at? An easy approach, a hard one of the big teams? Like, the big team, technically, they're not involved unless you class maybe a Premier League team. Let's just say that rather than big teams, because Arsenal, them lot are still out.
Right. I'm gonna be totally selfish. I'm gonna be home that week, so I'll be at that game. So I'm hoping that it's a home game. So I don't care who we get, as long as it's home, I can go to the match. If it's an away game, it has to be local. I can't really travel during the week. So Leyton Orient, Wimbledon, Millwall. Who else did you say that was local?
In terms of the teams that are involved that are local, Wimbledon.
Birmingham wouldn't be too far. I can go.
Birmingham's not that local. If we include Birmingham, we might as well include Bournemouth.
Crawley Town. But again, I have a niece in Birmingham. I can go visit her. And
that's family reasons. We respect that.
Bournemouth is too far south. I don't want to go down to that far south. So, but again, like you said before we started the stream, anyone at home is fine. And I'm not scared of anybody at home. Anybody at home is good. So.
Look, there's a Carabao Cup hype right now in this chat. There better be. 100%. I want to. This is a manager that's won a trophy as well. Of course, he won a bigger trophy than the Carabao Cup. He won a Europa League. And you'd reckon, Patrick, that Glasner will be taking these competitions seriously, right?
Yeah. Listen, it'll be our second game of the season. Right now, it'll be like the 4th game of the season. No need to rest players. No need to worry about international breaks or hopefully no injuries. So we can go out with 100%. If not our top team, near enough our best 11. So in the past, we all know in the past what we've done in the past with our summer managers. We've gone out there with basically, joke teams that got knocked out by joke clubs. But there's no reason why we can't go all out for it. And I've heard him speak in the past. He wants to go for a cup. He said it. So he's actually said it out, put it out there to everybody. So I don't think we're going to go out there not taking it seriously. But again, I guess it depends on who we get and where we're playing it. But I don't think it'll be a matter of us not taking it seriously as far as the manager is concerned. So, which is good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I do think he'll take it seriously, and he should. He should take it seriously as well. We need that excitement. Sometimes we've lost it. We've seen it with the cup runs, even under Vieira. It just gives you that hope of trying to, win something. It keeps the season alive. It keeps the players motivated. And now, Patrick, I think the most important thing is when we're talking about squad depth, the reason why we are building this depth is to try compete in competitions like this. And we should be doing better than previous years.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, looking at some of the players on our, that we have in our squad, and there are not many quote unquote winners in that squad who won a cup or anything in their past. So everyone's gonna be hyped to try and win a trophy, whether it be Dean Henderson, Eze, Kamada, who's actually won cups, obviously in other countries. But as far as domestically, none of our players have actually won a cup that I can think of. Well, Schlupp won a Premier League title, obviously with Leicester, but besides that, so I think everyone's gonna be hungry to win a cup or win a trophy with Palace. Why not?
Yeah, and also it gives us an opportunity to, of course, talk about the European spots. We mentioned it in the league. I think the league positions are hard, but if jokes aside, I think was it you that mentioned it, that it gives us the best chance of entering a European competition if we were to go all the way and win the cup. We're talking about second round draw today, of course, but in
Right.
terms of why we should be taking it seriously, you can have a wider implication in terms of what this cup run could potentially do. And that's why, for me, people, I give me the easiest teams on paper at home. Do you think anyone gives a toss? Do you think anyone will ever say, oh, look, Crystal Palace beat A team or B team to reach the semi final or the finals or the Carabao Cup? Give me the easiest runs. And I'll be talking about my prediction in terms of who I would like in the cup. But also another big thing, Patrick, that you've mentioned in the past is that this is a cup that, of course, Liverpool have won it, City have won it. But because of where it's played in the season, it gives you that hope that even if you do face one of the bigger sides, it's not a cup that they take as seriously as, let's say, a Palace should be taken. Rather than, with the FA Cup, that's a bit more serious towards the end of the season, halfway through the season. But because of the timing of this cup, as well as the European competitions, by the way, that helps us, doesn't it?
Well, that's my hope. But I'm going to be honest. Like, for instance, last year, Middlesbrough, who just beat Leeds, got to the semi-final and lost, right? But if you go back historically, it's always going to be won by a top six side. Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool. They've owned this cup in the last 10 years, owned it. So you got to catch someone off guard. You got to catch someone off guard. Because what happens is those top six sides are not having a great season. Use this as a backup cup. They won something. Man United a couple of years ago won League Cup. Last year, I think Liverpool won was the League Cup. Do you know what I mean? And then when City are in on that madness, they'll win the League Cup, FA Cup, and Premier League. Treble
Mhm.
setting. So it depends. But I'm just hoping. You're right. The finals like in February. By that time, they play so many matches before. You're just hoping that you catch
No,
someone slipping.
no winter break as well this year.
That's right.
That's
Great point.
significant. No winter
Yeah.
break as well. So there isn't
Right.
any rest period. So no Dubai trips for certain teams, for example. So yeah, I mean, you just go in and go in and go in. This season is going to be ruthless. Of course, there are some rule changes, such as semi-automated offside rules.
Yeah.
So yeah, so hopefully a bit more clarification with VAR as well. But as you said, I think winter break doesn't help. The European competitions also, I mean, bigger clubs would prefer that over the Carabao Cup. I mean, some big clubs don't take Carabao Cup seriously. If they were to win it because of the amount of trophies that they've won, they're like, we don't really care about this. So
Right.
this is this should be a competition where Palace take it seriously with the manager that we've got, with the squad depth that we're trying to build on. But yeah, I mean, let's go through some of the comments. Let's see if there's any other predictions. Let us know your prediction. Of course, Palace will be ball number 10 today. Um, so we'll be with that. Of course, once it happens, we'll be updating you a lot. It should be starting hopefully in the next 10 minutes or so by the latest. Charlton are out, Bromley are out. So people mentioned that. Leighton Orient, people want Leighton Orient. There's the Brightons as well. When does the draw start? In about 5 to 10 minutes time, unless they keep changing.
They moved it back
Changing that,
another
but
5
it
minutes
should
now.
be
Now it's
starting.
at now it's 10:20. I'm according to
Yeah, it should
my
be 10
weird.
20. In fact,
Yeah.
this gives us a good opportunity, if you haven't already done so, to leave a like and subscribe, as we're now aiming for 10K. And also a quick shout out to those who are watching this live after it ends. Make sure to check out the match preview if you haven't already done so as well. But quickly, also, Patrick, as is Palace news, and as you love talking about rumors so much, let's quickly, thankfully, it was a quiet day today. It was a quiet day today in terms of all the updates
Yeah.
from
Was.
Palace side of things. But there was one player that's been mentioned again, and that is Kostic from Juventus.
The left
Reportedly
back,
around
left
six
wing
and a
back.
half million pound bid could be put in. No one else has reported it apart from this source, so I'm not saying it's the most reliable source. But he's 31 years old. Is coming from Nick Samaro. He works for Transfer Market, I believe, the website. So it's not the most reliable source. But Kostic,
Okay.
experienced player, could he be like a backup option potentially to Mitchell?
I'd take him
For that price
100%.
tag?
Yeah, I'd take him. I mean, at that age, you're thinking that he's not going to be around for a long time, but he's got the experience, and obviously he's played on the Glasner. And then 1 year for Glasner, he had 12 goals, 11
Yeah.
assists. So he's
Was he trying to cook Glasgow?
ridiculously
What was he
attacked.
actually trying to do? Because LaCroix, Kostic, Kamada, he's like, run
We
this
haven't
back.
got
Run this back in
LaCroix
England. Let's
yet.
do it again.
Uh,
The Europa
yeah.
League run. Let's do it again.
Run
He's
it
trying to
back.
build
I like to run
everyone.
it back. Yeah, run it back. I love
Yeah.
that phrase. Love run it back. Yeah.
Kay Chambers is saying, love how Pat hates rumors, but always knows them all.
Okay, you're right. I do know them. Don't mean I gotta comment on them. You're darn right I know what's going on, but I mean I don't want to comment on it. I don't go on any kind of social media and talk about them, but I know what's going on. This is my club, man. I know what's going on. Trust me. I know what's going on.
Yeah, would you prefer a younger backup for Mitchell, or you don't really mind? For me, of course, younger backup makes a bit more sense in terms of what we're trying to do, right? But I'm not against this as well. He's an experienced player. You do need to have experience, and he plays on the left hand side. I think he can play in a bit more of an advanced role as well, albeit I don't think he will be playing in that role.
Right.
Would you be? I mean, do you really care about the age/experience when it comes to backup options, or?
No, in this case, I'd want an older backup because of the if you bring a younger player, he's going to block Teo. I wouldn't want to block anybody on any younger players path to the first team. So for me, having be older than Ty Mitchell makes sense because again, he's not going to be around for a long time. And then whether we decide to get rid of Ty in a year or so, whatever, sell him on or whatever. But no, I want him to be more experienced because it makes more sense. Like I said, I want someone who can play left wing back in a classic way. And Kostic is the classic left wing back. He is attacking, great cross of the ball, great on free kicks, great on corner kicks, assists, take a long shot. He'd be perfect for Ty. And again, if Ty was to God forbid get injured, he'd step in right away. But you won't have to worry about him, being inexperienced. So no, I think Kostic actually, it makes too much sense. It's not going to happen. It makes too much sense. It just makes a lot of sense. Not a lot of money. He's the perfect age. He knows the system. He knows the glass.
And the price ain't
too high. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, at the price. I mean, the price ain't too high as well. 6.5.
6.8. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6.8. Yeah. So, I mean, he might just drag out towards deadline day, and we might end up getting him, or it could happen before that. It seems realistic, though. As you said, it seems realistic, and I know what you're trying to say. Like, it seems too realistic for it to happen. It sounds too good to be true. But yeah, like I was a bit too unsure. For example, I would have preferred the likes of Archie Brown over Kostic. But then again, I'm not also against Kostic. It feels Kostic. Like we do need a left wing back option as much as we need the right wing back option. I know you tweeted me today saying, "What if Munoz does play 38 games?" I mean, you play very cheeky tweet. I'll be honest. Like you know where I'm coming from. But the fact that you asked that question, it was hilarious. I feel like we need
just being funny.
Exactly. I feel like we do need to strengthen down the left hand side, and he'll be a good experienced player for Mitchell to learn from as well. Which will be positive.
That's
Warrington.
Great point.
Warren saying think Kostic is actually injured at the moment from the Euros. I'm not too sure about that. You probably know better than me. Martin saying under previous managers, cups have never mattered. It's always been about staying up. This manager and squad should be more than capable of landing a trophy. That's the energy that we want.
Disagree. Vieira took the cup seriously. God, semi-final.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we had a good cup run with the teams that we faced. I remember the opposition.
Who cares about Who cares about who gives a toss?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No one gives a toss. No one gives a toss.
No one does. No one does. Exactly.
No one gives a toss. I think the draw is about to start, by the way, people. So let's see who we get. Of course, they're gonna probably do some talking before it. As usual. Hopefully they can skip the talking today, as it's already been delayed as much. Okay. Now, let's go back. There was no other news today. I think Wilfried Zaha, it seems like a doubt. He might be staying in Turkey. He might even not be going to Leicester after all due to tax implications. That's according to David Ornstein. And there, you are caught up with all the Palace news. Today's been quiet, which is a good time to also drop the match preview, which we did. Palace, as I've said, ball number 10. But for me, Patrick, this is my order in terms of the teams that I want. The 7 teams that I want that I picked out. AFC Wimbledon first. Of course, all of these teams at home. Colchester United second. Birmingham City third. Crawley Town 4th, Leyton Orient 5th, Wycombe Wanderers 6th, and also Cardiff 7th. I think if we get any of these teams, especially at home, even away from home, I fancy our chances massively. As I've said, give me the easiest teams possible. And statistically, in terms of league positions as well, on paper, these should be the sides that hopefully we could face. Of course, some people want to face them like some Millwall and a few other teams based on what they want.
Right.
For me, I want the easiest sides, and these are the 7 teams that I'm looking at.
I mean, yeah, any of those make sense. Again, I'll take anyone at home. I mean, I know I got the north-south draw. It's gonna be a southern team, and then if it's away, like I said, make it someone away local that I can hopefully go to the game. But like I said, it doesn't matter who we get. And again, I don't give a toss who we get. As long as we win and move on, all that matters. So
Yeah. Charlton, apparently, yeah, they are out. So that's why they're not in the
yeah,
draw.
they're out. Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about them clowns. And there's a comment here. Pardew got us to a final on a 40% win rate. So he can do it, in my opinion, in terms of Glasner, of course. The cup run,
he did.
it doesn't really reflect on the league performances as well. You can have a cup run and have like a bad spell in the league. That's happened numerous times for different teams. And it's even happened at Palace as well. Pardew was a great example. But as I said, like if we do struggle, hopefully we don't, but if we do struggle in the league, it gives us that bonus. Who knocked out Charlton? Honestly, I don't know. I don't really follow that early in a cup, but maybe we could do quick research and find that out if anyone really cares about Charlton that much. Alex saying, I don't know why, but I'm thinking Harrogate home. I think we get a well deserved good draw after a bunch of mere draws. Is Harrogate even in the cup? We can't face Harrogate. They're not in the South Division. Yeah, Harrogate's not involved, so we can't get them. So yeah, that can't actually happen as much as you might want it to happen. So yeah, ball number 10, where we finished last season. It's a sign, guys. Hopefully it's a sign. Hopefully we get an easy draw. Mike saying, Dean Patrick, who do you want in the cup draw? I wouldn't mind home Millwall. As I said, my first option is AFC Wimbledon at home, of course. All of these teams at home. My second option, Colchester United at home. Third option, Birmingham City at home. That's my top 3. Patrick, for you, have you picked the top 3? Have you really looked into it?
Yeah, top 3 would be Wimbledon, Leyton Orient, or Millwall. All London clubs, all local, so home away. Real quick, Charlton lost to Birmingham, by the way, 1-0.
Okay.
That's why they're not in it.
Nice to be Birmingham. Well, I don't really care about Birmingham being Charlton, but it will still be nice.
And it's on my TV. I don't know if it's about yours. It started on mine.
Yeah, it is, but I've got a black screen now. Is it black screen?
Yeah, you know what? On the face, I'm smart. I got on 2 TVs. On the TV on YouTube, it's black, but on my TV on Paramount Plus, which is on over here in America, it's on too. So they got the
the stream for the draw on Sky Sports News has crashed, which is great. But that's why we're prepared here.
I can help you. I got it anyway. So
I can actually turn on Sky Sports News, but I just brought on the stream on YouTube because I think it's easier to sync up. But it is black right now, so hopefully they do solve that sooner rather than later. Engin saying, I didn't know in Turkey the clubs pay the players tax. No wonder we often want to come back. Ain't no Prem team paying a players tax. Saying that, I don't think a Prem team pays a players tax, but I'm pretty sure the wages are higher than reported because it's like excluding the tax, etc. So I think a similar thing happens for all footballers in terms of
the draw started.
Yeah, it went black screen again.
But Coventry's the first team out. Coventry versus number 17.
It's out already.
Yeah. Coventry, Oxford United. Oxford United.
All right, so Coventry are out. That's good. That's the 2 teams I didn't want. Oh, it's here now. All right, then. Let's try because I'm gonna be a bit behind. It's
back on now. It's back on YouTube.
It's back on YouTube. Let's watch on YouTube. Now I'm seeing a Coventry versus thing. So don't spoil anything. Let's not spoil anything. So Coventry.
I won't tell you because I'm a little bit ahead. I won't tell
you. Who is it? I forgot even who you said.
Oxford United.
Oxford United, exactly.
Yeah.
It's still not out on the screen. Chat, we'll come back to you in a second. Let's get our live reactions in case some of you are ahead. Coventry versus Oxford United. That's good. Coventry and Oxford out. I'm happy with that. My 17 still remain there. Next up, ball number 20, which is Swansea. No, not Swansea away, please. That sounds like a typical Palace draw as well. 23. So that's not Palace against Wickham. Wickham are out. That's one of my 17. Swansea versus Wickham next in the second round draw. Number 2 is AFC Wimbledon. Could this be Palace? This is my number 1 team, by the way. I wanted Palace to face Wimbledon, and we're not. Wimbledon versus Ipswich. So Wimbledon's out and Wickham Wanderers is out. terms of the 2 out of the 7 teams I wanted. Next up, home draw for Palace, number 10. No, number 3, Birmingham. Birmingham
Well,
City.
that's what I wanted.
Another side that I don't mind. And they're gone. To Fulham. So a Premier League team, Fulham, will be facing Birmingham. Not great so far. Still got a few teams left on the list. 21 is Watford. Please, not Watford. Please, no. Not Watford. 24. So it's not Watford. They're facing Plymouth. So still a few Prem teams involved. I think West Ham are still there as well. So
they're out next.
Let's see. Number 22, West Ham. Not them as well, please. They're in the second round.
Come on, the Lawless Cup. The Lawless Cup.
Okay, they're out. So they're facing Bournemouth. So that's 2 Prem teams facing each other, which is good, Patrick. West Ham versus Bournemouth.
Ooh.
Number 18, QPR. Another London side versus number 14, which is Luton. Luton's gone. So we still got Colchester there, Cardiff, Leyton Orient, I believe.
I'm going to the game. Spoiler alert, I'm going to the game.
Number 5, Brighton. No way. No.
Tricked you.
Number 9. Stop that nonsense. You got me there. Crawley's gone though. Brighton versus Crawley. So Crawley's off the list as well.
Local derby.
Number 10, Palace at home. Palace at home.
I'm going to the game.
Who have we got? I'm probably going to the game as well. We're going together versus...
You're going to like this one.
Norwich.
Yeah, I'll take them. I'll take Norwich. I'll take Norwich definitely. Yep, I'll take
Palace versus Norwich in the second
I'll take
round
it. I like it. I'll take it.
I'll take that. I'll take Norwich. I'll take a home tie. I'll take home tie. Your thoughts on that, Patrick?
I'll be at the game. I'm happy with that. Norwich, decent championship side, but not overwhelming. New manager. No, I'll take it, man. That's a winnable game, without a doubt. Winnable game. So I'm happy with that. Very happy with that.
Yeah, Norwich at home. How have they started so far? They've got a new manager.
They lost their first game because I follow a couple of Norwich guys on YouTube and they lost. They're very upset at their first. They got a new manager, so they got it's going to be growing pains for them. They lost the first game.
4-3, so they're showing against Stevenage.
They did.
Yeah, in the first round. So they beat that's in the AFL Cup in the first round.
Right. But I thought I thought they lost the first game.
Yeah, they lost to Oxford United.
Yeah, exactly. Right, that was right. I watched that game because a boy was supposed to play but didn't play. Right, exactly.
Yeah, they lost the first game. And the game should be played, I believe, the week starting the 26th of August. So in about 2 weeks' time. And let's just see their fixtures and our fixtures before the game as well. In terms of Norwich, of course, with the championship is much more heavier. They will be they're scheduled to face Sheffield United at home on the 24th of August. So, I mean, it's going to be very tight for them. Then they've got Coventry City as well. They've got a few hard games, Norwich. I don't know how seriously they'll want a cup run. I don't know the type of team that they'll be putting out. But for Palace, Patrick, for us, we'll be facing Norwich. Let's see the fixture list. After the West Ham game. And before Chelsea, which we face Chelsea on a Sunday, which gives us a good break. I mean, if we face Norwich, if we face them on a Wednesday, right, I think that'd be good. So it'll be after the West Ham game, before the Chelsea game, and yeah, I'm not too upset over that. I think it's a good draw, a good test for us, and yeah, let this be the start of a good cup run. It could have been much worse. Now they're doing a North draw, which I'd be honest, I don't really care about right now. But yeah, Millwall versus Leyton Orient, up the O's. If we beat Norwich, maybe Rowe will be wanting to sign red and blue. Actually, this is godsend. Cody, I've messaged you on Facebook and I've messaged you on Twitter. If you can log in your Facebook, can you please check out? Because I'm trying to reach out to you, but I can't. So please, hopefully that's your Facebook. It looks like your Facebook. I've tried everything I can, but Cody, try to reach out to me.
That's his YouTube account.
I've been wanting to reach out to Cody for a minute. And thankfully he's in the chat today. So try to reach out to me. Please check your Facebook messages. Cody, thank you. Appreciate that. That's great. I totally forgot about that as well. Norwich all fought on Saturday, lost to Oxford 2-0.
Yep.
Eze saying, not Eze Dino saying, love that tie and home as well getting. Patrick, we'll be going to that together, right?
No, I just realized. No, I messed up.
Why?
I'm gonna come over for the next round, not the first round. The next round, the one in
Oh, is
September.
it? So
I
all
didn't
of that.
realize
What's
it.
wrong
To
with you?
get it. No, because I thought it was in September. I don't know why I thought it was September. Yeah, I looked at the dates, but I didn't take into account the first. This is the second round. I'm going to the round after, so we have to win that game now. So I can come to
Problem
the next
is,
round. The next round is going to be between Leicester and Man United game in September. I guarantee that. So I messed up. My fault. I apologize.
yeah, I don't think the games I remember from past years, they're not televised as well, right? Unless they change that. They're literally not
Good
televised.
news.
You can't even find a stream. They're nowhere shown in the world.
Well, Paramount Plus today had the Leeds game on, and yesterday had a couple of games on. There was a couple of games on in America that were on, but
to be fair, the Leeds game was also on Sky Sports.
yeah,
So
that's
that's
probably
the
why.
reason.
So the chances are that won't be televised. Yeah, you're probably right. The Norwich game. It depends.
So yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
probably end up going to the game. But yeah, I mean, just quickly before we wrap up, your thoughts on it. I'll go through. I think everyone gave their reactions a bit earlier on. Jerry saying, "Well done." Norwich at home is good. Saying Callum, happy with this. Please no, yes, says Alex. Not them Seagulls either. Wayne Rooney gonna get done. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good draw. And Leicester facing Tranmere as well. And yeah, hopefully we do take the cup competition seriously. But look, people, we are going to wrap up here. If you have enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe. And as we're wrapping up, this is a perfect opportunity for you to click on the pinned comment to watch the match preview ahead of the Brentford game, as well as our season predictions as well, if you haven't already done so. Thank you to all of you. Let's see. Is this the start of something fresh, new, good cup run? Only time will tell. But until then, up the Palace.
Up the Palace.